let's start off with the first subject. Video game developer for Marvel's Black Panther enforces ban on white people. So, you know, we're a movie news channel. We don't normally kind of deal with political issues, so I'm not going to be giving my personal insights into politics and all that kind of stuff. But it does affect the entertainment that we get to see and how it works. So it's entertaining to kind of talk about nonetheless. So let's jump into this. So Dani Lalonders acknowledges non-hiring of white individuals to foster a safe working environment. So according to this person behind the Black Panther video game developer, seems to think that white people are dangerous to work with and doesn't want to hire white people. So make of that what you will, but let's dive in and see if they have a reason for that statement. So it's come to light that a developer involved in development of Marvel's Black Panther video game has a history of banning white individuals from working in the company and on projects. That sounds remotely racist on the surface. I mean, I don't know how you would describe that other than being racist, but you know, it is what it is. So, the announcement of the Black Panther video game last summer highlighted its commitment to showcasing diverse voices and perspective. Sounds exactly like Marvel, sounds exactly like Disney, the kind of PR spin you expect from their company. So, the game is being crafted by a fresh division of Electronic Arts, Cliffhanger Games, which was enlisted Dani Lalonders. For the project's development, Lalonders, described on her official website as an associate narrative designer, as Cliffhanger Games working on Black Panther is spearheading the narrative direction of the game. This sounds like something that I think the game itself will be really, really interesting. You know, a Black Panther Marvel game, sign me up. I love Black Panther, I love Marvel. And playing Black Panther in Marvel's Avengers game was actually quite fun, even though the game was pretty trash itself. But nonetheless, I like this image here. The costume looks amazing. This is from Marvel's Avengers. This isn't from the upcoming Black Panther game, just to let you know. So, a video from 2021 has resurfaced where Dani Lalonders admits to having no white people on our team, and that she did that intentionally to create a safe environment. So again, it seems like this person behind the Black Panther game seems to think that white people create a non-safe working environment. Not sure what the justification for that would be. So she goes on to say here, we have no white people on our team, Lalonders said during a stream for the game's devs of Color Expo in 2021. While working on Validate, I did that because I wanted to create a safe environment, and I know the best way for an environment to be safe is around people who are just like me. She continued, I'm not saying white people in the industry are creating unsafe environments. That sounds exactly like what she's saying. I'm not saying that. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying sometimes it's hard to work with white people because they think something is okay, but it's really a microaggression. So it seems like this person gets triggered very, very easily, finds things racist, and apparently white people can easily do microaggressions towards other minorities. Whether she's had a bad experience in her past working with white people, it does sound like it from, you know, from what I'm hearing. But this inherently does sound a little bit racist, not hiring white people. And yeah, if it was the other way around, it would be all up in the news. People would be going crazy. If, you know, people were refusing to hire black or Hispanics or whatever the ethnicity may be. So she added, and no one wants to deal with that. And while we're trying to make a game that they love. Okay, so no one wants to deal with that. Yeah, it does sound like, again, it does sound like she's had some sort of history where she's had a bad experience working with white people for whatever reason it may be. And, you know, doesn't want to hire white people, so... This is Dani Lalonders, a non-binary game developer. She was hired by Cliffhanger devs to create a game based on Marvel's Black Panther. She says she doesn't hire white people because they're unsafe and it's hard to work with them, and only hires people of color. So what is, moving on anyway, so that was Dani Lalonders behind the game, doesn't want to hire white people because of microaggressions. Yeah. Just sounds like a bad history working with white people, and then doesn't want to hire them. But surely coming out and stating that as a fact in the public sphere, surely there would be some knockback. Surely Marvel would talk to her and say, look, you can't be saying this stuff, and you can't refuse to hire white people. That's inherently racist, regardless of what you think about them. But anyway, changing gears slightly. So what is Marvel's Black Panther game actually about? So, we're dedicated to delivering fans a definitive and authentic Black Panther experience. giving them more agency and control over the narrative than they have ever experienced in a story-driven video game. So Wakanda is a rich superhero sandbox, and our mission is to develop an epic world of players who love Black Panther and want to explore a world of Wakanda as much as we do, said Kevin Stevens of Monolith Productions at the time of the announcement. The company added, as we begin this remarkable journey, we are excited to be working with Marvel Games to ensure that we craft every aspect of Wakanda, its technology, its heroes, and our own original story with the attention to detail and authenticity the world of Black Panther deserves. I would really love to run around in Wakanda dressed as Black Panther, fighting people, upgrading my suit, upgrading my character as I go along. I think that sounds super fun. Black Panther is such a cool character, such a rich background in that Wakanda kind of tribal warfare that we saw in the movies. That playing out in a game, I think would be really kind of enthralling. I think a lot of people would really like that. It's an incredibly rare opportunity to build a new team around the values of diversity, collaboration, and empowerment, said Stevens. We want our game to enable players to feel what it's like to be worthy of the Black Panther mantle in a unique, story-driven ways, and we want Cliffhanger Games to empower everyone on our team as we collaborate to bring this amazing world to life. So yeah, there we go. Black Panther standalone game. It sounds really cool, having that rich Wakanda heritage. But again, this person on the development team, Dani Lalonders, saying she doesn't want to work with white people, doesn't hire white people. There should be some knockback on this, whether there will be in the news in recent days, in the next few days. As I said, if it was the other way around, refusing to hire any other kind of minorities, people would be all up in it. It would be controversial all over the place. So we'll have to see if there is any knockback when it comes to this story.